Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot. You are seeing the desk, the table. We're going to do a full moon reading for the collective. Um, and before we sort of get started with that, I just want to say I did have a live stream planned for last night, but we had horrible weather and I had to cancel that. My husband is feeling poorly. He has diverticulitis and he's had a flare up. And so he's been off work today. And we're all just kind of feeling like less than our perfect selves. So we're going to do this reading for the collective. And when we're finished this reading, don't forget to tune into the first night of the DNC convention, which is on all of the channels, and try to embrace and capture some of that enthusiasm, some of that hope, and some of that joy. It's really going to help with this full moon energy. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. Truly, truly means the world to me to have all of your support. Ellen, thank you so much for asking. The rains have stopped. The flooding was significant in certain areas, but for the most part, everybody is fine. Hi, Teresa. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Tammy. Thanks, Teresa. I appreciate that. The love and the healing energy and the prayers are all good. He doesn't have bad bouts very often. He's had diverticulitis now for about I guess about 15 years. And for the most part, we know what to do to keep him on the straight and narrow, but every once in a while it kind of comes out of nowhere. Hi, Sylvia. It's good to see you, my friend. So we're going to do this reading for the collective. And if anyone is feeling some sort of way, this energy is intense. And I just want to say, for me personally, I'm feeling it. I am a Leo. We are in Leo season. And I am a sun Leo, a rising Leo, and a moon Aquarius. And the moon is in Aquarius. So I am feeling all sorts of ways today. Thus why we are looking at my table and not me. So here we go, friends. Thank you so much, Tammy. I appreciate you. Hi, Mary. Hi, Fleck. It's good to see everybody. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a reading for the collective for the full moon. So let's talk about the full moon, okay? So this full moon, also known as the Sturgeon moon, well, what's it all about? It is about strength, it's about perseverance, and it's about our spirituality. Those three elements seem to be the most common that I have seen. You know that I do a whole bunch of research behind the scenes on the full moon, so I can give you a recap of sort of what to expect or the energy that surrounds us. So this full moon is occurring in the sign of Aquarius, as I said. The energy around this moon, not only is it just a regular full moon, but it's also a super blue moon, which means the energy is intensified, right? This energy is fast and it's furious. May feel a little bit chaotic, a little bit wild at times, not necessarily in a negative way, just feels fast, right? So self-care and finding those moments of peace, those moments of solitude, taking time to go for a walk, taking time for a bubble bath, taking time to read a book. Those moments are going to be invaluable to you as we navigate this energy, right? It's going to create the environment where we can regain our balance or stay in balance or to improve our balance. The sign of Aquarius is ruled by the planet of Saturn. Saturn is about restraint and time. The Aquarius energy can force us to hold on to our traditional comforts. So, in other words, believing what has worked in the past will continue to work even if it actually is not true, right? Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of idea. So that may cause a little bit of a struggle, right? And if you think back to what I said about this fast and furious kind of energy, you may be saying to yourself or find yourself saying, well, you know, I've always done it this way. Why is it not working today? It's that kind of vibe. This full moon in Aquarius opposes both the sun in Leo, which is the sign that we are in, the Mercury retrograde that's in Leo. Like I said, a lot of intense energies. So you may feel a little bit confused. You may feel disheartened, right? Like, I'm trying, I'm putting my best foot forward, nothing's working. Again, I go back to maintaining that opportunity to give yourself time for self-care, self-love, bring in some peace, do some meditation, do some journaling. Those kinds of things are going to be super, super helpful while we navigate this energy. Maintain your sense of self and perseverance. Really put on the Leo sort of vibe, right? Where we wrap ourselves in our super cape and we embrace our inner strength. Don't give up. Don't shut down. Practice plenty of patience during this full moon. That's what's going to help you get through this energy. Now, of course, not all signs are going to feel it the same way that other people do, but we're all going to feel it because it is such an intense energy. So let's say hi to a couple more folks that have popped in. Isadora is in the house. Hello, Isadora. Hello, my friend. Hi, Pierrette. Good to see you. Hi, Ron. You can feel all the energy, Ron. So can I. I'm getting it from all places. Flex says the heat is kicking her butt. All right, so friends, as you always know, when I do my readings are meant to provide you with some pep in your steps, some food for thought, some gentle guidance, something to help you as you navigate along your path. These are general readings. This is for the collective. So if it resonates, claim it. If it doesn't, then leave it behind. But make sure that you do those things where you are helping yourself by giving yourself the opportunity for self-care and for bringing in some clear thinking, right? Hi, Johnny. It's good to see you, my friend. So here we go, friends. Here we go. And again, thank you to everyone for the thoughts and prayers for my husband. Will he wills himself back to health with his diverticulitis. This deck is called The Messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle. I've gone with the theme of blue and this lovely sort of fall looking card with the leaves on it. All right. I do want to ask a favor while you're all here. If you could hit the thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. I'm not sure what goes on with my channel, but again, I've lost like another 10 or 12 subscribers over the weekend. So anything we can do to help boost the algorithm, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, here we go. So, I mean, no truer statement ever made, friends. We have wind and movement. I have my light on. Tell me if this is better if I turn the light off. Is that better? Because it causes too much of a reflection. So the wind, the movement. So not only is this movement the energy that we're in right now, but the movement is also your energetic vibration that you're putting out that is then meeting with the energy that's in the atmosphere, right? We want this to be slow. We want this to be steady. We want it to be fluid. We don't want it to be, as I said, chaotic, fast and furious, right? This is the Moonology deck. I have you all here. I just wanted to let you know that on Friday, this Friday coming, at 8 p.m. Eastern, I have Stephanie from Trillium Tarot coming to join. We've been trying to coordinate this for a long, long time, and we're going to do a show, a live stream called A Few of Our Favorite Decks. So she is going to show you some of her favorite tarot decks. I'm going to show you some of my favorite oracle decks. I'm going to have a chat, get to know Stephanie. I'm looking forward to it. We have the waxing moon, and the energy is gaining momentum. Right? The energy is gaining momentum. True enough, it truly is. All right, let's go to the tarot. This is the Angel Wisdom Tarot, I believe. And don't forget, if you were the recipient of one of the free readings that I gave away on my birthday stream, to send me an email and let's get you scheduled up. I have 2 people scheduled. I have 2 more to hear from. All right. So we start out with the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Earth. Do what you love. Do what brings you joy. Do what brings you happiness, right? When we tap into our passions, when we tap into the things that mean something to us, that speak to us, our energy, our mood is shifted, right? We embrace the joy that those hobbies, those passions, the work brings us. And that then shows through in our work, right? The proof is in the pudding comes to mind when I say this. There is the element of working with others here, right? We have the 7 of Wands, so we're going to feel challenged, and we've already went over that at the beginning of the stream. If you guys tuned in a few minutes late, go back and listen to that part again. It's just a very quick summary of what's to expect during this full moon, right? It's about standing up for yourself, right? Establishing boundaries if you need to. But also choosing your battles wisely, right? Again, this is about the perseverance part that I talked about, right? Putting on your Leo super cape and, think of the strength card in the tarot about your inner strength, your inner perseverance, and your courage, right? And it's funny how these cards are sort of matching up with the oracle cards that are above them. We've got the Ace of Swords that popped out the backside of the deck there, right? I love this image. It's beautiful. So these moments that we're going to provide ourselves to allow us to focus and to think clearly are going to create ideas, thoughts, plans, goals. Keep thinking about them. They need a little bit of refinement, right? In other words, if you take yourself and have a bubble bath, and while during that bubble bath you come up with a great idea, don't jump out of the bubble bath and put it into action, right? Take the opportunity to continue to think about it and really define it, understand it, make it make sense to you, right? This full moon is definitely about being proactive, not reactive. All right, here we go. Here is the energy of this full moon coming out. Now, this deck, it's called the Transformation card. In a traditional tarot, this is called the Tower card. So, a significant shift, an unexpected change, but not a negative change, a change for the better, growth. That is in the challenge position. Whoops. All my cards just fell. We've got the Queen of Cups on the bottom here as our outcome card. Now just look at that picture. Glorious, right? Embrace that loving, kind, compassionate side of yourself. Listen to your intuition and let it be your guide. And follow your heart. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Hermit card. Sort of like the signifier for the reading. Self-reflection, taking that time, taking a pause, moving yourself away from the noise and from the chaos, providing yourself that opportunity to regain your balance, to align yourself, to have clear thoughts or no thoughts, providing your inner wisdom a chance to sort of go, hey, you know what? That's a great idea. Or you know what? Maybe we should hold on to that for a bit. Our last card here, and I'm going to break out the Oracle Garden and do a crystal reading with the Oracle Garden when I'm finished the cards. So don't anyone fly away just yet. Hi, JR. This is the Everyday Witch Oracle. And you all know, if you follow me, that I love these cards. I love the images on these cards. However, the writing is super small. Speak your mind. It's what this card says. Speak your mind. This reminds me here of the Ace of Swords. Also a little bit of the Seven of Wands, if I was being honest. This is about communicating, right? Communicating clearly, communicating effectively, whether to another person or to yourself, right? Having firm boundaries so people can't push you around during this energy. Like, you know, if you know you're having a bad day or a tough day or you're not running at top speed, don't be like, oh, sure, pile more stuff on top of me. No problem. It's okay to say no. No is actually an actual word, right? You can say no. And if someone judges you for you saying no, guess what? That's their problem, not yours. So that is the reading with the cards. And now we're going to open up the Oracle Garden and we'll throw some crystals into the Oracle Garden. I just need to set it up real quick. And we will see where we go with that. So this is the Oracle Garden. For those of you that have never seen it, it is a cloth that I need to find my iron to iron out. I will leave a link in the description box if anyone is interested in buying one of these, to which I do not get anything for. I just happen to really enjoy using the Oracle Garden. So we put our grounding stones onto the cloth. Whoops, sorry, get the tube out of the way. Now we have 5 stones that we put into the garden. We have our amethyst, we have our pyrite, we have our fuchsite, our orange calcite, which doesn't really look orange, there you go, and our sodalite. And each of those stones, excuse me, represents the body, the mind, the spirit, the grounding, and our mental clarity. I use this sheet that comes with the Oracle Garden and my intuition to be able to give a reading. So, for the collective, what do we need to know going into this energy? For the full moon, what do we need to know, Spirit? What can help us? What guidance do you have for us? All right. So as you can see, there are tiles that go all the way around the garden, those of you that don't know. And we're going to start over here with the orange calcite that is landed in the element of air. Orange calcite is representative of our mind. And this tile says, thoughts are all important. So right off the start, we've got the crystals confirming and pointing at what the card said, and the cards pointed at what I read in the beginning. Make sure that you are providing yourself the opportunity to have the space to think clearly. Invite the clear thinking in. It's going to be super, super important. All right, now we go to the next stone. We're going to go with the amethyst here, which is landed in the heart chakra tile. The amethyst represents our spirit. And in the heart chakra, it says, spirit makes the heart alive. So when we're in those moments that we are providing for ourselves, that we are trying to create for ourselves, where clear thinking comes into play, when we are quiet, when we've shut down the noise, when we have blocked out all of the chaos, we are connecting to a higher power. And it's like spirit is wrapping themselves around us, embracing us in that moment, which is a beautiful thought, is it not, my friends? Next, we're going to move to the pyrite, which is also in the heart chakra. Pyrite represents our grounding. Encourage understanding that all is not in the physical realm. Do you see how these things are all connecting up? So that opportunity for clear thinking, to shut off the noise, to leave the chaos behind us, is creating this very sacred, special place where our energy is open, our connection is open. We're inviting our spirit, our angels, our higher power to embrace us and to infuse us with love and understanding, kindness, compassion. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? It's like those moments when something happens and you are reminded of who you are and what you're doing and why you were there in the first place. Beautiful energy. Absolutely beautiful energy. All right, so now, excuse me, let me take a drink. Now we're going to move to our Fuchsite, which has landed in the sacral chakra tile here. The Fuchsite represents our body. And what we've got here is energy will be freed by using creativity. Now, if you guys follow me, you know that I have said probably 1,000 times on this channel how I feel that I benefit very much from expressing myself through my creativity, whether it's my videos or my thumbnails or, you know, when I'm cooking or when I crochet or all of the things that I do. Just reinforcing that statement, right? Journaling could be a form of creativity. Making dinner, a meal for a group of friends, for yourself even, could be a form of creativity. You know, if you were trying a new recipe that you've never tried before, setting the table could be a form of creativity if you allowed yourself to be, you know, really artistic with it. It is a great way to express ourselves, our emotions, redirect and refocus our energies and our thoughts. It's a beautiful form of expression. Hi, Bernie Girl. Hi, JR. Hi, Deb. It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a bit. I hope you're doing well, hon. Okay, our last stone is the sodalite, and the sodalite has landed between the two between the two tiles. It has landed between the sacral chakra and the root chakra, and so we read both tiles in that instance. So for the sacral chakra, again, this is about creativity, right? And the sodalite represents our clarity. Creativity is needed to harmonize with intentions. I'll read that again. Creativity is needed to harmonize with intentions. So remember before in the cards, we had the cards with the Ace of Swords, right? All of these ideas, thoughts coming through. We're not quite sure how to implement them. This is suggesting to us that if we try to have a creative approach, that it will make sense in that moment. It will help form it. It'll put the pretty bow on top of the box, as it were. Now we're going to go to the root chakra. The root chakra is your sense of security, right? It's your power seat. Tying to cosmic wisdom is needed for the base. So this last stone goes back to this first stone, which goes back to the cards, which goes back to what I said in the beginning of the video. This is all about providing yourself the best opportunity for you to navigate this energy. And that is giving yourself the gift of space, clear thinking, and alignment and balance, right? Providing yourself the opportunity to do some self-care and to just allow those clear thoughts to come in. What an awesome reading. Spirit never ceases to amaze me, friends. It truly never ceases to amaze me how these things come together like that. Now, do you guys have any questions about anything that I just said? For those of you that just came in, make sure that you listen to the beginning of the video where I talk about what's happening this full moon so that it all makes sense to you. We did some cards, we did the tiles. This was a collective reading for everybody for this full moon. And, you know, I have to tell you that sometimes when I do these full moon readings, and I haven't done one in a long while, but sometimes when I do these full moon readings, I feel like it sounds kind of negative. We are in control of ourselves, right? We are in control of how we act, how we behave. We all have tools in our toolbox that we know how to navigate challenges and obstacles and situations. So I hope that nobody takes this as a negative. These are just pieces of information to help you navigate if you feel like the energy is coming at you and you feel, you know, all sorts of ways. That's all it's intended to do. No one, you know, nothing bad is going to happen to anybody if you don't provide yourself a space to invite clear thinking in. But if you do, you're only going to make it that much easier for yourself. That's what this was about. So I hope that that comes across. I tell you, friends, when I read what I read today, because I didn't know that the full moon was in Aquarius, and when I read that, I was like, "What? Oh my gosh!" I'm a Leo. We're in Leo season. I'm an Aquarius moon, and the moon is in Aquarius. I know that that means something, right? Like, I'm not an astrology professor by any stretch of the imagination, but I know that means something. And when I read what I read, it all sort of made sense to me. And quite simply, what I mean by that is just to simply say that all weekend, I have felt like I needed to just like sort of sit alone and just do nothing, you know, just be. And so I was like, okay, so this information that I read just sort of confirmed why I did what I did, if that makes sense. So that concludes our little live stream here for tonight. Now, I don't often push politics on this channel, but if you live in the United States, Canada, or anywhere else in the world for that matter, and you've been following what's been going on the Democratic side in the United States, you will have no doubt either heard or felt or, you know, noticed with your own eyes the hope, the joy, the enthusiasm that is sort of bubbling up and over on the Democrat side. And the first night of the DNC convention in Chicago starts tonight. It is on all of the channels. We're going to have, you know, they're going to have like speakers and possibly entertainers there. Do yourself a favor, especially in this chaotic, energetic time. If you feel so inclined to tune in and let yourself absorb some of that joy. I watched literally 5 minutes of it before I decided to go live, because I wasn't going to go live. I was just going to do a recorded video. And the part that I tuned into was a beautiful choir of young men and women that came together to sing the national anthem. And remember, I'm not American, I am Canadian. And I was moved to tears. They were beautiful, and the camera panned out to the crowd, and those people in the crowd were emotional. And I thought, you know what? This is important. And in that moment, I decided to go live to do this reading and to remind us that it's not all doom and gloom. There's joy to be had. There's joy out there, right? So do something for yourself that makes you happy, is what I'm trying to say. We all deserve that. Hi, Liz. Thank you, my friend. So this concludes the stream. Don't forget, Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on with Stephanie from Trillium Tarot. She does deck walkthroughs, and she has a plethora of tarot decks. She's going to be showing us some of her favorite tarot decks. I'm going to be showing some of my favorite oracle decks. We'll have a good chat. Next week, friends. Next week, you're here to hear it first because I haven't even posted it up yet. Ben from Beneficial Tarot is coming to join me next Wednesday afternoon at 2 p.m. So I'm not expecting anyone to remember. I will post it on the channel in the next few days. But he's going to come and join me. And we're going to do tea time with Ben. It is a show that we've done in the past. Ben makes me laugh. We have a great time together, and anything can happen is basically what I'm gonna say to that. So hope you guys can tune in for that. I am hoping to have another fire pit Friday if the weather cooperates. We were supposed to have one last Friday, but of course it rained from Friday afternoon till like early this morning. I hope that everybody is well and you stay healthy and happy. Embrace your alone time while you navigate this energy, my friends. And I will see you when I see you next. And until then, thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. It means the world to me. And I wish you many, many, many blessings. Yes, remember to keep your pinky up. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. And of course, you can always leave a comment under the stream. It always helps the algorithm. And with that being said, I'm out of here. Time to eat dinner. Bye, everyone. Blessings.